This call is now being recorded.
Good morning. Last time we have seen how to select bearing from manufacturer's catalog. Now based upon that we will solve one problem. Therefore please write down the problem. I will read the problem. Example 15.3. A single row deep groove ball bearing is subjected to a pure radial force of 3 kN from a shaft that rotates at 600 rpm. The expected life L10H of the bearing is 30,000 hour. The minimum acceptable diameter of the shaft is 40 mm. Select a suitable ball bearing for this application. Therefore, we will see the solution. Now given quantities. Now radial force, therefore Fr is equal to 3 kilonewton, which is equal to 3000 Newton. RPM N is equal to 600 RPM. Then L10H is equal to 30,000 hour, and shaft diameter D is equal to 40 mm. Now, first of all, we will find out dynamic load carrying capacity. Therefore, step 1, dynamic load capacity, that is C. Therefore, we will find out here now P. Force P is nothing but Fr, which is equal to 3000 Newton. Now we are knowing the formula L10 is equal to 60 into N into L10H divided by 10 raised to 6, which is equal to 60 into 600 into 30,000 divided by 10 raised to 6. Therefore L10 is equal to, what is the value? Anyone can tell please? What is the value? Hello. What is the answer?
One
Anyone is
zero 1080.
1080 million revolutions. Life in million revolutions. 1080 million revolutions. Now we have to calculate dynamic load capacity. Therefore, dynamic load capacity formula C is equal to P into L10 raised to 1 by 3. Therefore, which is equal to 3000 into 1080 raised to 1 by 3. Therefore, C is equal to, what is the value? Hello, what is the answer?
30.78 into 10 raised to 3.
30.78 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now, therefore, based upon dynamic load capacity and shaft diameter, therefore, step 2 now. Step 2. Selection of bearing. Selection of bearing. Now, we will see that we have seen this table. Shaft diameter D is equal to 40. 40 we have to see that. Now this is the 40 shaft diameter. Now from this, whatever these bearings are available, 61808, 16008, 6008, 6208, 6308, and 6408. From these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearings, we have to select any one bearing. Now which bearing we have to select? We have to check the dynamic load capacity. Therefore, C is equal to dynamic load capacity. Now for this, you just see here 30,700 is dynamic load capacity of 6208 bearing. And what is our calculated value? 30,000 30.78, and this is 30.70. Therefore, it is nearly equal. This bearing is this bearing number is nearly, which is having the dynamic load capacity of 30.7 into 10 raised to 3 Newton, is nearly equal to our calculated dynamic load capacity. Therefore, we will select this 6208 bearing because its dynamic load capacity is nearer to the calculated dynamic load capacity. Therefore, I think you have understood how to select the bearing now from the manufacturer's catalog. Therefore, we will write here from manufacturer's catalog. Manufacturer's catalog for diameter D, small d is equal to 40 mm. The bearing number 6208 is having dynamic load capacity load capacity which is 30.7 into 10 raised to 3 Newton is nearer
मग निघवा मग मी तसं बघू ना घेऊ सर आज शेवट दिवस आहे दुपारपर्यंत रिपोर्ट सबमिट करायचा आहे
is nearer to the
पातळी गेला असतो सर पातळी गेला असतो
calculated dynamic load capacity, that is 30.78 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Therefore, we will select bearing number 6208. Therefore, this is our answer. I think you have understood how to select the bearing. Now, next point is design for cyclic loads and speeds. In certain applications, ball bearings are subjected to cyclic loads and speeds. As an example, consider a ball bearing operating under the following conditions. Radial load 2500 Newton at 700 RPM for 25% of the time. Radial load of 5000 Newton at 900 RPM for 50% of the time. And radial load of 1000 Newton at 750 RPM for the remaining 25% of the time. Under these circumstances, it is necessary to consider the complete work cycle while finding out the dynamic load capacity of the bearing. The procedure consists of dividing the work cycle into a number of elements during which the operating conditions of load and speed are constant. Therefore, suppose that the work cycle is divided into x elements. Let P1, P2 px be the loads and n1, n2 nx be the speeds during these elements. During the first element, the life L1 corresponding to load P1 is given by L1 is equal to C upon P1 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 6 revolution. In one revolution, the life consumed is 1 divided by L1 or P1 cube divided by C cube into 1 upon 10 raised to 6. Let us assume that the first element consists of N1 revolutions. Therefore, the life consumed by the first element is given by N1 P1 cube divided by 10 raised to 6 C cube. Similarly, the life consumed by the second element is given by N2 P2 cube divided by 10 raised to 6 C cube. Adding these expressions, the life consumed by the complete work cycle is given by N1 P1 cube divided by 10 raised to 6 C cube plus N2 P2 cube divided by 10 raised to 6 C cube plus plus Nx Px cube divided by 10 raised to 6 C cube. If P is the equivalent load for the complete work cycle, the life consumed by the work cycle is given by N into P cube divided by 10 raised to 6 C cube, where N is equal to N1 plus N2 plus plus Nx. Equating expressions. Therefore, N1 P1 cube plus N2 P2 cube plus plus Nx Px cube is equal to N into Pe cube. Therefore, Pe is equal to cube root of N1 P1 cube plus N2 P2 cube plus divided by N1 plus N2 plus Therefore, Pe is equal to cube root of summation of Np cube divided by summation of N. The above equation is used for calculating the dynamic load capacity of a bearing when the load does not vary in steps of constant magnitude but varies continuously with time. The above equation is modified and written as Pe is equal to summation integration from 0 to n P cube dn divided by integration from 0 to n dn raised to 1 by 3. Therefore, Pe is equal to 1 upon n into integration of P cube dn bracket raised to 1 by 3. In case of bearings where there is a combined radial and axial load, it should be first converted into dynamic equivalent dynamic load before the above computations are carried out. Now, based upon this, we will solve the example. Therefore, please write down the example. Example 4. A single row deep groove ball bearing has a dynamic load capacity of 40,500 Newton and operates on the following work cycle. First, radial load of 5000 Newton at 500 RPM for 25% of the time. Second, radial load of 10,000 Newton at 700 RPM for 50% of the time. And third, radial load of 7,000 Newton at 400 RPM for the remaining 25% of the time. Calculate the expected life of the bearing in hours. Therefore, please write down the problem. I will wait for 2 minutes. Okay, I think you have written the problem. Now we will solve this problem. Solution. Again, I will read the problem. A single row deep groove ball bearing has a dynamic load capacity of 40,500 Newton and operates on the following work cycle. First, a radial load of 5,000 Newton at 500 rpm for 25% of the time. Second, radial load of 10,000 Newton at 700 rpm for 50% of the time. And third, radial load of 7,000 Newton at 400 rpm for the remaining 25% of the time. Calculate the expected life of the bearing in hours. Now, they have given time in terms of percentage 25%, 50%, and remaining 25%. Therefore, what we'll do, consider the work cycle. Consider the work cycle. Work cycle of 1 minute duration. Of 1 minute duration. The values of load P. The values of load P and revolutions N and revolutions N are tabulated as follows. Are tabulated as follows. Therefore, first is element number. First is element number. Second, force P in Newton. Third, element time in minute. Element time in minute. Then speed in rpm. Then revolutions n. Revolutions n in element time. In element time. Therefore, first of all, element number 1, force P is 5,000 Newton. Element time, it is 25% of the time, therefore 0.25. Its speed is 500 rpm. Therefore, 500 into 0.25 is equal to, I will write here, 500 into 0.25 is equal to 125. Now, second, 10,000. Element time 50%, 0.5. RPM is 700. Therefore, 700 into 0.5 is equal to 350. Now, element number 3, 7,000. 0.25, 400. Therefore, 400 into 0.25 is equal to 100. Now we will write down total here. Therefore, total is equal to total here 1.00 and here It is 575. Therefore, please write down. I will wait for 2 minutes. Therefore, I think you have written. Now, we will find out equivalent load. Therefore, PE is equal to cube root of N1 P1 cube plus N2 P2 cube plus N3 P3 cube divided by N1 plus N2 plus N3, which is equal to cube root of, substitute the values, 125 into 5000 cube plus 350 into 10,000 cube plus 100 into 7,000 cube divided by 575. Therefore, please do the calculation. What is the answer? Hello, what is the answer?
Eight point 86 into 10 raised to 3.
8.86 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now we will find out life in million revolutions. Therefore, write down L is equal to C divided by PE bracket raised to 3, which is equal to 40,500 divided by 8.86 into 10 raised to 3 bracket raised to 3. Therefore, L is equal to, what is the answer?
$95.51.
Yes, 95.51 million revolutions. Million revolutions. Therefore, find out L, LH or L10H. Therefore, LH is equal to L into 10 raised to 6 divided by 60 into N. This is L10H, which is equal to 95.51 into 10 raised to 6. 1 minute. Divided by 60 into N means 575. Therefore, what is the value of LH or L10H? Hello.
2.777 into 10 raised to 3.
2.77 into 10 raised to 3 hours. Therefore, this is L10H hours. Therefore, this one problem is completed. Now again we will see another one problem. Therefore, please write down the problem. Example 5. A ball bearing is operating on a work cycle consisting of 3 parts. A radial load of 3000 Newton at 1440 rpm for 1 quarter cycle. A radial load of 5000 Newton at 720 rpm for 1 half cycle, and radial load of 2500 Newton at 1440 rpm for the remaining cycle. The expected life of bearing is 10,000 hour. Calculate the dynamic load carrying capacity of the bearing. Therefore, please write down the problem. We will solve it. Okay. Now we will solve the problem. Solution. Now again we have to consider a work cycle of 1 minute revolution. Therefore write down or 1 minute duration. Consider the work cycle of the work cycle of 1 minute duration. 1 minute duration. Therefore n1 is equal to n1 is equal to 1/4, because here 1/4 of 1440 rpm. Therefore we'll write down 1/4 of 1440, which is equal to 360 revolutions. Similarly n2 is equal to how much? 1/2 cycle of 720 rpm. Therefore 1/2 into 720 is equal to again 360 revolutions. Then n3 is equal to for the remaining cycle. Now 1/4 plus 1/2. Therefore how much is remainder? Again 1/4 is remainder into 1440 rpm, which is equal to again 360 revolutions. Therefore the average speed of rotation is given by, therefore the average speed of rotation is given by small n is equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3 is equal to 360 plus 360 plus 360. Therefore n is equal to how much? What is n is equal to? How much?
1080.
1080 rpm. Now again the same procedure, we will find out equivalent load, then we will find out life in million revolutions, and then we will find out dynamic load capacity. Therefore calculate equivalent load. PE is equal to equivalent load PE is equal to cube root of n1 P1 cube plus n2 P2 cube plus n3 P3 cube divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. Therefore PE is equal to cube root of substitute the values, 360 into 3000 cube plus 360 into 5000 cube plus 360 into 2500 cube divided by 1080. Therefore PE is equal to how much? Please calculate.
3.82 into 10 raised to 3.
3.82 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now we will calculate life in million revolutions, L is equal to what is formula? 60 N into LH divided by 10 raised to 6, which is equal to 60 into 1080 into 10,000 divided by 10 raised to 6. Therefore, L is equal to how much?
648.
648 million revolutions. 648 million revolutions. Therefore, dynamic load capacity C is equal to PE into L raised to 1 by 3. Therefore, PE is how much? 3.82 into 10 raised to 3 into 648 bracket raised to 1 by 3. Sorry. Here bracket should be there. Huh? This bracket I will remove. Here bracket should be there. Therefore, please calculate what is C, dynamic load capacity.
.05 into 10 raised to 5.
How much?
Raised to 3. 33.05 into 10 raised to 3.
33.05 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Therefore, this is the dynamic load capacity. Now, please wait. I will write your attendance from the whatever students present. Please wait for 2 minutes. Please wait. Please wait. Please enter your number in chat box. I think here it is not working. Please enter. And you can leave now. Please enter your numbers and you can leave. We will stop here.
पासवर्ड सरकार
Sir.